A covenant has been established that anyone who wears himself in a Torah study, in a house of study, will not forget it quickly. Right? So when you diligent. Many manuscripts substitute in a synagogue, as in text in Yerushalayim Talmud. Okay. Will not forget so quickly. I mean, when you work in it very hard, when you acquire it as your own, so that's when you're going to retain it. 86 commentary. There is the fact that the study is carried out in the house of study itself contributes to the retention by the students. You understand? So the whole atmosphere of that yeshiva or that synagogue. According to our sages, highly recommended that one study in the house of study, or at least in a synagogue. So of course synagogue is less, so at least in a synagogue whenever possible. So of course, I mean, you cannot go always to the synagogue and study there, okay, but we got the point. Anyone who wears himself in Torah study in private will become wise, as Mishlei 11:2 states. The modest will come wisdom. The modest will come wisdom. So let's see, what does it mean? It must be known that Bracha 63b severely criticizes those who study Torah alone, when they have the opportunity to study with others. Similarly, if in the following chapters, when Rambam discusses the actual process of study, he continually refers to the teacher studying with many students. So today is a little different, and we're going to explain. We're going to leave it for next chapter. But just so we have an idea. So today, when we learn from the books like this one, like Shulchan Aruch, with all of with Mishnah Brura, with other books, with Chumash, with Rashi, or other commentaries, Ramban, right? So it's not like you studying alone, because you have explanations, right? So studying alone is reading the text, and you're trying to translate itself. That's studying alone. That's scary, and a person can make many mistakes. That's why they say it's forbidden. It's better to study with somebody else or with a teacher. Whoever raises his voice during the studies will permanently acquire the subject matter. Studies. Yerushalayim Talmud Brachas 5:1 emphasizes that one should not raise his voice overly loud. So, but even when you learn by yourself, you should do it like in loud, out loud. So at least you can hear yourself very clear, and not whispering, but normal voice. So one more time, whoever raises his voice during his study will permanently acquire subject matter. 89 commentary. Shmuel Beis 23:5 states, "For he has made an everlasting covenant with me, ordered in all and preserved." Yeruvim 54a interprets the everlasting covenant as a reference to the Torah, and states, if it is ordered in all person, if it is ordered in all of the person's 248 limbs, there is his entire body is involved in a study. It will be preserved. Oh, interesting. Tanya chapter 38 explained that the person who studies out loud and invests his energy in the Torah study elevates his body and natural life force, right? Because the whole body, all of the food that you ate, all of the drinks that you drank, it's actually now it's become absolutely holy, right? It transformed this energy into the study of the Torah. This contributes to the retention of the subject matter, and plus it's not only you get all of the organs of your body or the limbs get rewarded, but it's also contribute to retention. So you're going to remain, the Torah is going to stay with you. In a contrast, one who reads silently will forget quickly. And some people, so there is a few people that I said, no, when you pray, like at least your lips should move. But I don't know, people are stubborn. So unfortunately, I mean, I gave up. I mean, I said maybe 3 times, but then, I mean, what can I do? It is difficult to ignore the contrast between the secular study, which is carried out in a silent library, and a study of the Torah carried out in a noisy house of study. Each person verbalizing the subject matter which he studied. So if a person goes first time to yeshiva, so it's like a shock, like they are normal. Why are they screaming? Why are they screaming so loud? Like just sit down. Like one would be standing, one would be sitting, one like yelling at and then his partner. It's like very somebody who comes like to yeshiva, to real yeshiva for first time, he thinks that everybody crazy. It's very interesting experience to watch somebody from this side. Based on Brachas 15b and the Shulchan Aruch, Orach Chaim 62.3, Shulchan Aruch Harav, Hilchot Talmud Torah 2.12, said that the study of the Torah is comparable to other mitzvahs associated with speech. Person cannot fulfill his obligation through the mere thought and must either vocalize the words himself or hear from someone who reads it out loud. So based on this, what we said, when somebody reads silently, there is no reward in some sense for Torah study. But if he reads himself out loud or hears somebody else reads out loud, that's when he gets reward. So they compare, very interesting, to other mitzvot that associated with speech, right? And so, for example, a mute person, so he's exempt. He cannot perform these mitzvahs simply, right? For example, one example would be a chalitza, right? When a person dies and he did not have children, and now he has a brother, and this brother should marry his the brother's widow, right? And all of this, all of the future children, at least first son. I'm not sure about all of the children, but the first son, so it's going to be like from the seed of spiritually of the deceased brother. But if they do not want to marry, she doesn't make any difference. So she said there is a procedure called chalitza. She takes off his shoe. She said that it's going to be done to the person who does not want to prolong the seed of his brother, and he said whatever he said. So if he's a mute, I mean, there is no chalitza. It's very interesting, because why? He cannot do that, and same is here. They say this, according to these authorities, the Torah study is one of the mitzvot that you do out loud. What does it mean? So if you do not do it out loud, it's like you've never done it. Chas v'shalom. So let's make sure that when we learn, so at least we can hear ourselves. It does not have to be like everybody else around, but if you're alone in a house and that does not bother anybody, so I myself know, I comprehend better, I'm talking about myself, but I speak louder. Right. Even I can hear myself. Okay.